Tell America to take off the blinders. I would like to tell Governor Deal and any of the people up there that we elected, they need to take the blinders off and come and see what's going on in their communities. Enough is enough, and that's it. We're not taking it in. We're not going to take it in there.
You just hate somebody. You are as uncomfortable and as frustrated as the person you hate. Oh, hate that, something about hate that keeps you from walking straight. Something about hate that keeps you from standing up straight. When you hate, you can't see right. When you hate, you lose your power of objectivity. You hate somebody, you can't see that person. When you hate strong enough, the ugly becomes beautiful and the beautiful becomes a good speech becomes a bad speech, and a bad speech becomes a good speech. When you hate strong enough, you will look at a good deed of a person and call it a bad deed. Hate causes you to put the wrong price tag on everything. When you hate strong enough, hairpins begin to sell for $1,000 and diamond rings for 5 cents because you got the wrong price tag on it. Something about hate, something about hate, it does something to the hate. So our way must be a way of love. We will stand up right here in this Southland, say to our white brothers, we cannot in all good conscience obey your unjust law. Do to us what you want to, and we're going to still love you, but we're going to disobey these unjust laws. And when you put us in jail, we're going to still love you. Whatever you do to us, we're going to still love you. Do to us what you will, and we're going to still love you. Have we come to that point yet? That we can use the power of our soul to transform the world. Now somebody saying to me, what love do you mean when you say love your enemies? Love those people who are oppressing you. Do you mean to say you love those people with an affectionate love? No, I don't mean that. I can't have an affectionate feeling for people who bomb my home, trying to kill my wife and my baby, and I can't love them with this affectionate love, a sentimental love, certainly not. You know, the Greek language has 3 words for love, and it's a very interesting thing how it applies to our situation. The Greek language has a word called eros. And eros is a sort of aesthetic love. Plato talks about it a great deal in his dialogues, the yearning of the soul for the realm of the God. It has come to us to be a sort of romantic love, a sort of love that we have in our romantic relations. And so we all know about that kind of love. We all know about it. We have all been a part of eros. I guess Edgar Allan Poe was talking about eros when he talked about his beautiful Annabel Lee with the love surrounded by the halo of his sin. I believe Shakespeare was thinking about eros in a sense when he said, love is not love which alters when its alteration finds a bends with the remover to remove. It is an ever-fixed love that looks on tempest and is never shaken. It is a star to every wandering thought. You know, I can remember that because I used to quote it to my wife when we were quoting. And the Greek language talks about philia, which is another love, another level of love. This is a sort of personal affection. It's a sort of reciprocal love. It's an affection between personal friends. And on this level, you love because you are loved. You love people that you like. People that you have things in common with. You go have dinner with them. You talk with them on the telephone. They are likable people, and you have things in common. And they are your personal friends. This is a powerful love. Then the Greek language comes out with another word.
Invocation.
Called
agape.
Agape is more than eros, it's more than philia. Agape is understanding, creative, redemptive goodwill for all men. It is an overflowing love which seeks nothing in return. Theologians would tell us that it is the love of God working in the lives of men. When you rise to love on this level, you love men not because you like them, but you love them because I think this is what Jesus meant when he said love your enemies, and I'm glad he didn't say like your enemies. He didn't say like your enemies, because like is a temperamental, affectionate sort of thing. But love is greater than like. I find it pretty difficult to like all of these southern senators and congressmen up in Washington who are doing everything that they possibly can to defeat the goals of the Negro. I don't like their ideas.
I'd just like to let you know that Mr. Lawrence here, Melvin Lawrence, Council, have you heard any more about that report of with the situation on
the debris on Holly Street? It's here there. And that's all I know, it's still there.
We have a letter that Mr. Lawrence sent out, saying make Gordon Beautiful and Safe campaign, and said it's come to its attention that the property located and owned by at 107 Powell Street needs cleaning off. There's trash, mattresses, debris, etc. in the property. The city does not pick up items like these. It is up to you to get it removed. It's also a safety hazard to supporting properties in keeping with the city ordinance section 1959 F2. This is being made on behalf of Mayor and Council of the City of Gordon. Ask that you please remedy this situation as soon as possible. He said if you could be of assistance, don't hesitate to give him a call. Melvin Lawrence, Zone Administration. So, Council, what is your all's take on this? What other remedy?
I suggest that to the council that if we can just go ahead on and let the city remove it, and then, because it's been there for over 2 months, to go ahead and let the city remove it, and then just send the bill for picking it up.
wanted to bring to your attention that with the Middle Georgia Regional Commission, on behalf of the Georgia Association of Regional Commissions, we were invited to an annual training conference there at the King and Prince Resort at St. Simon's Island, November 5th through the 7th, which was began on Wednesday, November 3rd and November 5th, and it was truly a very rewarding experience, and the training was very, very knowledgeable. We got the opportunity, Councilwoman Toles and myself, to meet the executive director himself, Mr. Ralph Nix, and it was very, very enjoyable and very, very educational as well. And we met the various mayors and commissioners, as well as council members around the various commissions and districts. Just wanted to also let you know that this past Wednesday, which was November 12th, Councilwoman Whipple, Toles, and myself attended the Georgia GMA's district fall meeting that was held at Georgia College in Milledgeville, and this was the mayors, council members, city managers, and city clerks, all in District 6. So we got a chance to interact with the mayors of several counties, including Mayor Rickard of Macon, and it was very, very informative and interesting. And this training is much needed. And they asked about the different cities and towns, what do we have to offer. So we told them as soon as everything is quiet and calm, we just feel like going to be a great place to visit and to live.
Also, Wilkinson County's own Vicki Horn is the president of the 6th district.
Yes, Mayor Vicki Horn of McIntyre, the city of McIntyre, which we are she's the District 6 president, and I think that's very, very exciting to have one of our county's own. Okay. Pardon. And let's see, another note of interest is, again, the mayor's motorcade at Central State Hospital, so be mindful that that's coming up at the Chapel of All Faiths in Milledgeville, Georgia, on Tuesday, December 2nd, 2014. And the musical production will be held at the Chapel of All Faiths beginning at 1:30 p.m. So the chapel is located on Swint Avenue across from the Pecan Grove from the auditorium, and they like for us to invite our city to come out and join them as we begin the Christmas holiday season. And they're looking forward to this year's motorcade and the support and enthusiasm that they know that this great city of Gordon will provide. So get ready, we're excited and ready for that.
Excuse me, we had done.
We're gonna get to that.
Okay,
I
but
just
that's the
wanted-
first thing we're supposed to do.
Exactly, but
Yes,
this
ma'am.
is the mayor's note, and we'll get that, just calm down.
All right, I just want to keep you on
don't-
track.
We're already on track, so let's just be calm.
Not yet.
Okay.
Not until we
Okay,
accept the minutes.
council, okay, we'll get to that now. Since I have the council speaking out of turn, we got to set the standard for the
Well,
constituents.
we need to stay on track with the minutes.
Council, what's the pleasure of the mayor has a report to let you all know about. And once more and again, I have to say that the mayor's Christmas motorcade is here for us, and they're excited about this, and they do want us to participate. So, with that being said, we will move right along. Now we have, moving to the city's business here at home. Council will entertain a motion for the adoption of the council, the executive session minutes of October 20th. Entertain a motion.
I
I've read mine over, and I make a motion that we adopt the executive minutes for what was October the 20th.
That's what I said.
Yes, ma'am, that's what I'm gonna make a motion to do.
I second motion.
You don't have amended the agenda to take that into account, you need to amend the agenda,
Thank you.
not on the agenda.
Well, it was not on the agenda, but we just discussed that before you sat down and said that's what, all we needed to say was to approve the executive session minutes. Now, that was stated by you, so.
No, but you need, also said you have to
That's
amend
no
the
problem.
agenda.
We
to-
can do that. Thank you so much. Let's amend that agenda.
I make a motion that we amend the agenda to include the minutes for the executive session for October the 20th.
Second.
Council Whipple seconded. So motion has been made and seconded. Is there any discussion? Motion made and second. Let's entertain a, roll call.
Aye.
Minutes are executive session minutes, motion carried. Next will be entertaining a motion to adopt the November 3rd, 2014 minutes. Do I have a motion?
I offer motion that we accept the November third, 2014 minutes.
Second? Motion has been made and second to adopt the November 3rd minutes. Any discussion? No further discussion, motion carried.
Vote on
I
it.
voted.
All in favor? I'm sorry, roll call. Yes.
Yes, yes.
Yes.
All right, motion still carried. Our next order of business is we have the Christmas parade coming up. And we'd just like to say that, I spoke with the high school, band director, and he's still out, and, we know normally that the parade is held on, the first Saturday in December. So the Christmas parade, theme this year is Christmas time in the city. So I'd just like to, say that we will be having a Christmas parade, and Mr. Bruce Daniels with the Better Hometown, and, the rest of that staff will be working with us, as well as Miss, Councilwoman Whipple and Councilwoman Toles, and a few other folks from the community.
What was the date again?
That date is going to be, December 21st, Sunday, December 21st at 3 p.m. Sunday. That will give the band director and his staff time to, practice and rehearse Sunday afternoon, so all that can and will. Please work with, Councilwoman Toles and Whipple. And we know that Art Silsby, the parade director, is no longer able to continue that, due to the failing health of his wife. All right, I might wanna. So there's, that's that day. That's all business. And again, the 2015 budget, moving right along. I spoke with, the budget is already been working on, And, we will have a call meeting as soon as Laura Mathis tells us, and I'll keep you advised, council. I met Mr. Cummings at the, district meeting, well, did you all meet? I personally met him, and, he's excited with working with us, and of course, the clerk tells me, at this meeting just a few minutes ago, you might want to share it with you, clerk. Brian.
Yeah, Mr. Cummings called and said that he is ready to set up a workshop meeting date with the mayor and city council. He said he would appreciate it if y'all could come up with a date tonight.
Would council like to entertain a date and time?
Is he talking about this week, anytime after tonight?
He said anytime at the end of this week or the beginning of next week will work best for him,
He said the beginning of next week.
or either the end of this week.
I'd like to say it's gonna be a good time for me this week. Okay.
Yeah. I would like to make a motion then that we do it on, can we do it Monday?
December 24th. I'm sorry, November 24th.
Because we need to go and get everything.
You all heard the date of November 24th being offered as a date of setting up the workshop for the budget.
What time? Anything after 4 would be fine with me.
Say about 4:30.
It's after 4.
Right.
If they get up at 5, so we can get it 5 back there. I said, since City Hall closes at 5, it'd be a good time to get it at 5.
I can be here at 4:30, the rest of them can, because they'll
Okay.
keep it open, so.
4:30 Monday.
4:30, that's November 24th. 4:30. So, motion has been made for November 24th.
Second motion.
Motion has been made and second. All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries. Monday, November 24th.
At 4.
4:30, yes. Thank you. All right, we'll move right on to the new business. And we have a resolution here for, the special election, declaring the office of Terry Reese to be filled vacant due to his death. And, we know that the charter requires that the council order a special election to fill the unexpired term of his position. But what I'd like to say is that I've made contact and have been directed of the necessary steps to take regarding the special election resolution. So when the time comes, I'm going to let council know at a later date. Okay?
Mayor, their deadline has to be met between the time the election.
I've spoken to her about it.
So,
She's told me all of that. I'm aware of that.
well,
We'll get right, as I said, I'll let us know at a later date, and I'll get with you.
okay.
Okay, thank you. So there being no further discussion. Did you say anything?
As soon as we're on to executive session, and we need the budget to add, amending the agenda to add. No, amending the agenda to add the October 20th executive session minutes. And then Mr. Boone said we had to amend the agenda
back to that, she said.
Y'all need to vote to accept the October 20th executive session minutes.
Council, can I get a motion that we accept the amended agenda to approve the executive session minutes from October 20th?
Okay, y'all already accepted to add it to the agenda, y'all just need to vote on the minutes. October 20th.
Can we vote, go ahead, amend that to accept the minutes to add to the minutes? Is that what you're saying?
You wanna approve the executive session minutes of October 20th, is what we need to do. You've already amended the agenda to add that to the agenda.
Okay, well, we'll go back and approve the executive, can I get a motion?
I make a motion at this time, that we approve the minutes of the executive session of October the 20th.
Second.
Motion has been made in second. All in favor?
Aye.
Any discussion?
I need to read over.
A few minutes.
I make a motion, y'all turn the microphones up so we can hear. I can't hear back here.
As long
No, it's not.
Move that closer.
Y'all gonna have to get a little bit closer. All of them are on at the same. Any discussion?
We read.
Okay. Are y'all in?
Yes.
All right, motion has been made in second and discussion, so roll call.
Aye.
The ayes have it. Okay. So, next, we'll have the committee reports. Is Bruce Daniels, Mr. Daniels? Well, he knows, and he and I met this past Friday. He's excited about working with the community with the Christmas parade. He and his wife, Tony Daniels, and the rest of the staff. And they mentioned about all of the volunteers that he generally has, that they pass out candy at the Christmas parade, and they all dress up as little elves. So if anybody wants to volunteer and dress up as and work with the Better Hometown committee to dress up as elves, you're cordially invited, and all of that would be appreciated. Moving right along, our police department, is there a report?
Everything's fine at police department, I haven't had any reports from the chief.
Okay. The street,
The street, last week, they started getting ready for the Christmas, and the Christmas
I
lights
can see
are
the lights are up.
yes, Christmas lights
Beautiful.
are up.
Okay.
And, about the debris that's on between the street and the house. I would like to make a motion that the last time I said it, that we can't amend it, I think. But this time, what I'm saying, I would like to make a motion that we, that the city go ahead and move this, since it's been over, almost 3 months. And let the city go ahead and move it and just, send the bill to the owner.
So, council discussion.
Yes, ma'am. There's an ordinance that controls that, and, from the time he's notified, he's got so many days from that date, not actually the date that it was put out by the road. I think that's right, maybe Joe can give him some updates on it. I think from the time he's notified, he has to have so many days from that date. And then if you do anything else, you may have to bring him into court to enforce it, you know, not just say you're gonna do it and do it. He has to have a chance to come to court and present his side. I think that's right.
Okay, where is the ordinance? Do you have the ordinance with you? Because it's been 3 months and I don't think Mr. Edie would like for this to sit in his neighborhood.
Well, it's in the nuisance ordinance, it's in the code of ordinance, I don't carry that around with me, I don't have it tonight, I don't know. But it is correct, you have to give them notice.
Because they gave them notice. I mean,
Here's
they
a letter
gave them
from
notice.
October 31st.
Did they put, and
That's the date.
and the next time when we write a letter, I would really prefer that we, because I read the letter at the last council meeting, we read the letter. And they do need to put a date on the letter to have it done by. That we should have put that on there, they should have been putting on the letter then.
Once they're given a deadline, if they do not meet the deadline, then they have to be summoned to, city court.
I mean, because this is just trash that's laying around on people, you know, mattress, commodes, furniture, everything just laying around in the street. I mean, in a yard, and some of it was in the street. I think some of they were like, they got some of it up. But, you know, that's
Well,
sad.
even though that's an ordinance, you say it in place, I think it'd be a bit more forceful. Do you think, council, that, being that the superintendent has written a letter and has it here, then this gentleman is not heeded to that?
Well, maybe you need to call him again and
What's y'all's
enforce it. Because he said that you said, Attorney Boone, we do have we do have this city, that you said it was a nuisance.
Yes, ma'am, but was he given a specific deadline in that notice?
The only thing, I don't know when he had the phone conversation, because he said he had a phone conversation with him too. After he sent out the notice,
Phone conversation.
and they had the phone
On
conversation.
the account under the ordinance, you have to give a written notice. And you have to give a deadline, if they don't, keep the deadline, then you can take them to, municipal court, and let the judge handle it.
Miss Bryan, did you know who typed the letter?
I
Did you type
think,
it for him?
no ma'am, Melvin and Heather, I believe, but it's 30 or 60 or 90 days, you have to give them that much time. But it needs to be,
And it's been 3
specified
months.
probably in that letter,
Well,
then
that-
you have to
But
meet those days
she's
from the
saying
date
because
on the letter.
of the date.
October, November.
And I think it's bad that somebody would even do this to the city.
Community.
And then, it's been 3 months and you still gotta wait 3 more months.
You have to go by the guidelines in that nuisance ordinance to make it legal.
Well, council, what will you keep tab of that?
Well, I will talk with Melvin again and see what he's saying, that we talked to him, but we need to hurry to do something because it's just bad.
All right, thank you so much, and we hope that gets resolved, very soon. The only, water and sewage sanitation, Mr. Lawrence is not here, so we don't have to report on that. Finance and sanitation liaison. So, council, I have no further discussion. I'd like to entertain a motion.
Before you do that, Mayor, I need to clarify one item on the agenda. The special election resolution was not voted on by the council to table that or take any action on it. So the council needs to act one way or the other, either to table it or act on the resolution.
We're just gonna table that at the moment.
Well, the council has to vote on that, Mayor. That's their resolution.
Do we have the resolution in place, ready, or
Yes, Ms. Brown has it.
I offer motion that we table it resolution, special election resolution.
Motion has been made, do I have a second?
Discussion.
Discussion.
If we have the resolution, why can't we just go ahead and do it? I mean, the fact of the matter is, you know, we've got to do it. I don't see why putting it off is gonna accomplish anything.
As mayor, I'm not prepared to do that, so, as I said, I've discussed it, I'm not just prepared tonight. So, as I stated earlier, I will get with you all at a later date. Motion has been made, second, any further discussion? Pardon?
This is just for the council.
Right. This is for council. Motion has been made, second, and no further discussion? Let's go. Yes, we're taking it to a vote. All in favor?
Roll call.
All in favor? Let me hear say aye.
I said, no.
Those are opposed?
I said no.
No.
I'm opposed. I made a motion to, table.
And you're voting no against the motion you made? Is that what you're saying?
Oh, I'm voting yes to table, I'm sorry.
No.
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 Four votes, now, we don't have. Failed, motion failed, so we have to table it.
No, we don't. You can't pass it. That motion
Excuse me.
failed.
Excuse me, it takes 4 votes of council.
They needed 4 votes for it to pass, so her motion did not
It
pass.
still didn't pass, we don't have 4 votes, council. This is
Well-
according to the charter.
It's still open for discussion then. We still have that motion, we still have that resolution that we've got to do something with.
We said the next meeting.
But it hadn't been tabled, so it's still up for discussion, so we can't just pass by it. It failed, that motion failed.
So we go on to the next one.
As far as that's concerned, attorney, explain that, because according to section 4 point, I'm sorry, we can go to the charter.
You're correct, Mayor, but the motion was to table it. That
Right,
was
that's what I'm
tabled.
saying,
So it
exactly.
has not been tabled. It's still, like Mr. Meigs is correct, it's still on the table. It has not been tabled. The motion to table it failed by
By
one
how many,
vote.
by what?
By one vote. You need 4 votes to table it. There were not 4 affirmative votes
And there were
to
not,
table the motion, so it's still on the table.
and it's still on the table, but there have not been 4 affirmative, am I right to pass it either, right?
It hadn't been motioned to, nobody's made a motion to pass it.
Right,
The motion was to table it, not to
Right.
adopt it.
exactly.
So, floor's still
So
open
where
for
are
a
we,
motion to
so
adopt.
where are we now?
It's up to the council to either vote to table it, or fail, or vote to pass it. There's only 2 choices, to table it or to pass it.
Okay, so now we,
Well, the motion to table it failed. The motion to pass it is not
so
made
now
yet.
we need to make a motion to pass it.
That's up to the council.
So council, what's your take? Do y'all wanna make a motion to pass it?
There has to be a motion first.
That's what I'm asking. Can I get a motion to pass the resolution?
It's going to probably be the same vote. My question is, please give me a good reason why we can't do it tonight. I mean,
I just
don't
choose
know.
not to. I just choose not to, and maybe at a later date. As I told you, when I come up with a date, then we will discuss it, council. I have no further reason to, that's my choice. Not to discuss it further tonight. I will give you at a later date.
Mayor, the decision up to the council.
Well, you see what the council is saying.
I know it's still their decision to table it or pass it.
Let's have order. Please, thank you. council. Raising your own hand.
Or apparently it's gonna die for lack of action by the council. Or not.
No, I know it's open meeting. So your take as the, council, as the attorney advising the council. Council, you have any questions opposed to the attorney? Cause I've given my take. Council? Council on this end, did you hear what Council Whipple's?
She can continue to make motions, I mean, if she wants to, she can make another motion.
She didn't make one.
She
I
can.
did not, this is what she said. Go ahead, Council. Go ahead, you might want to talk to your mic, because he can't hear down here.
No, he doesn't. I made a motion to table. So if anybody else wanna make a motion to pass it, then they can make that motion.
We voted on your motion, now you can make a motion to pass it now if you want to.
There's no reason to keep putting off,
Excuse
y'all
me.
not gaining anything.
No talking from the floor, please.
What's your reason, Mayor?
No speaking from the floor. This is the council, not citizens.
What's your reason?
As I said, I'll table it at a later date and we'll get back with the council.
I know what your reason is. Why?
The position can't be filled.
It can't be filled until March, so, you all,
Just a resolution.
as I said, it is just a resolution, and I like to table it until such time. There's no rush.
I make a motion, we adjourn.
Excuse me.
No speaking.
Let me say this, please. Ms. Shinholster, we will, discuss your issue at the next meeting. So we will table that. Thank you. Thank you for being a good, understanding, law-abiding citizen. So motion has been made and seconded that we adjourn. All in favor?
First Monday in December before the house goes. That's what we give the class at. This crap.
Can I say that I have? No, I know what it is. I just want to show Miss Lee. That's what was placed on my table. Oh. When I was eating one day. When I was eating. Oh, okay. It was placed on my table. I went to the restroom and came back and think, that's my niece. Yeah. And I know who it was. I saw her. Oh, okay. But she's not here tonight. I was going to say so. You know, hey, tap me on my shoulder and say, hi, how you doing? Give it to me then. What do you want to go to my back and do? How y'all doing? Hey, what's up, John?
How you doing, man? How you making? Good, good, good. Always glad to see you, man.
Likewise, man. Thank you.
Yeah, I know. Hey,
I know you're not missing. You take care of it.